someone who can create tornadoes, to the funniest mini golf fail ever. These are crazy moments that will make your jaw drop. But before the video starts, if you don't like in the next 5 seconds, nothing will happen. I'm not sure what he hit, but it's gotta be expensive. I would have made the exact same face as him. What even is the point of doing this?
Any luck, boys?
I don't even know if I'd take her out because she looks so comfortable. I don't think this poor guy ever learned how to use a diving board. I feel like they were setting her up for failure by making her get on that in the first place.
Reporting at White River State.
The fact that she stepped in the water anyway is the worst part. It took me way too much time to figure out what was happening here. Imagine breaking your new $500 TV like this.
Oh my god!
Wingsuiting looks like one of the most fun things ever, but it also looks pretty scary. How much would you have to get paid to dive in water with a whole bunch of sharks like this? I was so confused as to why he looked so scared, but now it makes a lot of sense. This might be the world's most perfectly executed chin kick I've ever seen. Why did Bro decide to jump off the bike instead of just continuing on? Some sharks get incredibly huge, but tiger sharks like this can grow up to about half the size of a school bus. The fact that it took 2 falls for him to give up is the funniest part to me. Is this one of the most evil things you can do on one of these rides? Losing $3,000 in 2 seconds has to be one of the world's worst feelings ever. The fact that it happened to both of them is pretty insane. Apparently the sorting hat is never wrong.
Stupid house.
Why did it sound like he actually got punched? Human slingshots into water seem like one of the most fun things you can do. The fact that it's heading directly towards their bags is the scariest part of this to me. This looks super fun, but imagine if the tether broke and she started floating away. He actually would have made it if he didn't second guess himself. Is this the most embarrassing thing you could possibly catch yourself doing on camera? I actually have no idea how this is even physically possible. For some reason, this polar bear's favorite toy is actually just an empty milk carton. The fact that he saw the ice cracking and still decided to go forward makes absolutely no sense. If this isn't the coolest costume you've ever seen, then I'd like to know what is. Even though I'm a huge fan of roller coasters, I don't think I could ever get myself to go on this. Bro slammed into that snow like a cartoon character running into a wall. I love when it snows, but I'm super glad that it never snows this much where I live.
Welcome to Florida. I'm dying. Help me.
The fact that this wasn't scripted makes it 100 times better.
Got it.
Now that I know this is a real thing, I'm definitely gonna have to buy one. This guy definitely has the world record for how long it took him to fall. The reason you see so many divers touching sharks' noses is because it puts them into a trance-like state where they won't be aggressive. That was actually pretty close to going a lot worse than it ended up going. Have you ever seen wind so strong that it could actually make you fly away? I just don't understand why the lifeguard would kick her out of the pool after that.
Alright, you're out.
I've never tried walking in stilts, but it actually looks like it'd be pretty hard. Every once in a while, I think that surfing would be fun until I see waves like this. It's honestly hard to imagine how deep the hole has to be for it to take that long for the rock to hit the bottom. I don't know about you guys, but if I saw a goat outside of my tent this close, it definitely would have scared me. Can someone please explain to me how this guy is actually creating his own tornadoes?
Oh!
Why did she keep talking on the phone like absolutely nothing happened?
I'll push the lights right now.
The fact that he's wearing a super expensive coat makes it so much worse. I wish capybaras were good pets because this one seems so loving.
You say hi?
If I dropped $200 worth of food and someone started laughing like that, I definitely wouldn't be happy.
I got it on video.
This chimp was so interested in his friend's tattoo because it looks exactly like him. If that pool wasn't a couple $100, then this seems like it'd be a lot of fun.
Diagonal.
I'm pretty sure I've never seen a bird as aggressive as this one. Does anybody else get reminded of Subway Surfers while watching this? This guy was trying to scare his friend when a random stranger showed up and he thought it was her.
Oh god, I'm sorry. I thought you were somebody else.
It really looks like this monkey only lives to annoy everyone in this building.
That is so rude. I'm glad I got.
Some wild pythons can get so big that they almost look fake. This guy clearly wasn't happy about the prank they did to him, but you can't blame him at all. This poor guy was so worried about falling into the water that he forgot to grab onto the rope. Losing your backpack and getting soaked is probably the worst thing that could have happened to him. I've never seen someone's fail make another person's day like this one did. Is this guy a super genius or the best snowboarder ever? The little girl was so mad that her dad didn't clarify to throw the water and not the cup.
I know, I meant the water, not the cup.
This has to be the world's most cool and intricate kite to ever exist. Even though this guy's house started flooding, he tried to make the best of the situation and started jet skiing in the street. The fact that she was warned and she still didn't expect it is my favorite part of this.
Snake's gonna pop out.
If you've ever gone backwards on a roller coaster, you'd know that it's the scariest thing ever. I actually thought their towel was a sheet of ice with how cold it is outside. This is a pretty crazy arcade life hack, but if you got caught doing this, you'd definitely be banned forever. Even after watching 2 times, I still can't figure out what she was trying to do with the shovel.
Eleanor!
If your shoes are super expensive and you're also athletic, this is probably the best way to not get your shoes wet. This orangutan was showed a mirror for the first time in her life and she couldn't stop looking at herself. Even though avalanches are super cool to view from a safe distance, if you're this close, it can get dangerous pretty quickly. I just found the craziest video of a creature sneaking onto someone's plane. Click the video on screen to watch.